Thanks, Reed. ESPN.com senior writer and college basketball reporter Andy Katz join us in just a few minutes.
And Iowa women's basketball senior Thierra Taylor talks about her final time sitting up in Carver Hawkeye Arena.
But we'll start tonight's program with Iowa men's hoops senior forward Melsan Basabi. Alongside Miss Taylor Axelson, I'm Kevin Glick.
Basabi's absence notable for the Sliding Hawks as of late. Daily Iowan TV Sports' Aaron Faust has the story on the missing piece of Iowa's now confusing Big Ten puzzle.
For the first 25 games of the 2013-2014 season, forward Melsan Basabi was a fixture of the Iowa men's starting lineup. He was there when Iowa knocked off 10th-ranked Michigan in the team's best win of the season, and followed up that season high with 16 points and 8 rebounds and a win on the road at Penn State. At this time, Iowa was sitting at 8-4 in the Big Ten Conference and primed to make a run at a Big Ten title for the first time in 35 years. And then Melsan Basabi got sick. The senior, having his best season in an Iowa uniform, has missed Iowa's last 2 losses at home to both Wisconsin and then on the road in the Twin Cities to Minnesota. The 2 defeats leave Iowa in a similar position to where they were at the start of their conference season, fighting to stay in the top 25. With Basabi's status still up in the air, Fran McCaffrey and his team know they will have to pull things together if they plan to make a run in the Big Ten Conference Tournament, which is just in a couple of weeks.
We got to get back to doing what we do. We're not defending the way we've previously been defending these past 2 games, and I think that's what it boils down to, are we going to defend or not.
This time of year, you want to play. You want to play games. They don't want to practice anymore. It's the end of February. They're tired of looking at each other. Let's go play somebody else.
Iowa will have plenty of other opportunities to win their 3 remaining conference games this week. Aaron Faust, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
For more on Iowa's recent struggles, we welcome host of ESPN News Katz Corner and ESPN.com senior writer Andy Katz. And Andy, Roy Devin Marble, is he a legit Big Ten Player of the Year candidate if the Hawks continue to struggle?
The loss to Minnesota doesn't help them. I think right now you can make an argument. If you can't settle on Gary Harris or someone like that, you know who's coming on strong right now that's going to have a legit shot to win it is Petway.
Obviously, Andy, the Big Ten's such a tough conference to judge. Ohio State bounces back after a rough January. Michigan State's struggling. So how do you see the Big Ten tournament shaking out?
I mean, Iowa's more than capable of winning the Big Ten tournament. Michigan obviously is playing very well, but, Wisconsin might be my favorite to win the Big Ten tournament because of their ability to not get rattled. Even when they get down, they were down again, Wednesday night, Indiana, and they just try to find a way.
Andy, we'll get you out here on this. What's the best case scenario for the Hawks come March?
They have the potential to get to the Elite Eight, but I'm going to say Sweet 16, based on the fact that, for whatever reason, they haven't strung together, significant wins in a row.
Thanks so much, Andy. We're going to switch gears from the men's game to the women's, where we focus tonight on senior guard Thierra Taylor.
Great piece in the Daily Iowan by Matt Cable on the grandma of Bluter's Bunch. Pick that up if you haven't gotten it already. It's really great.
Taylor with a message for the fans before her final home game.
For all their support, for believing in me sometimes when I didn't really believe in myself. After every game, when I was injured, fans would approach me all the time, telling me things that, frankly, I needed to hear. So I really appreciated all of it.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have on the program for this evening.
Courtside in our weekly webisode, Matt Side on tap, coming up after the weekend. But for now, Reed, Mariel, back to you at the desk.